Hello everyone, my name is Natalie. I'm a 12-year-old Girl Scout and I'm working on my Silver Award to make sure that students stay safe when it gets dangerously hot outside. In 2022, during Sacramento's 116-degree heat wave, the air conditioning in my school's cafeteria broke and we had to eat lunch outside for several days. Later, I gave a class presentation about the heat wave and about a third of my class told me that they felt sick while eating outside. But they didn't realize that they're showing signs of heat illness. Every year, kids across California are hospitalized from heat illness. Some have even died. Most of the time, kids are just told to drink water and stay in the shade, but we aren't taught what heat illness actually feels like. And kids are even more susceptible to heat illness than adults because we can't regulate our core temperature as well. Kids know the signs before adults can see them. That's why kids need to know the symptoms in their own bodies and not just rely on adults to notice. By the time that a teacher notices that someone looks really sick, it might already be too late to prevent an emergency. That's why I'm asking that schools teach every student, kindergarten through 12th grade, a short, interactive lesson each year on the signs of heat illness and what to do. Plus a quick reminder during official heat waves and heat advisories. If kids know that feeling dizzy, nauseous, or having a really bad headache means that they need to stop playing and get help, they'll be able to protect themselves from worsening symptoms. Kids can't protect themselves from what they don't know. Heat illness is preventable, and with this simple education, we can save lives. Thank you very much.
Denise Morgan, President of 3rd District PTA for the 2025-2027 term. I was introduced to Natalie when she contacted California State PTA to learn more about the advocacy efforts that we support related to students' health and safety. She asked if we would be willing to write a letter of support, and I offered instead to come here and give a public comment. California State PTA has long been a champion and advocate in support of students' health and safety. Natalie's request to you today that students get a lesson each year on how to recognize and respond to heat illness aligns very closely with the resolution that California State PTA passed 10 years ago in 2015 called Climate Change is a Children's Issue. 3rd District PTA is in strong support of Natalie's advocacy efforts, and we are honored to support her with our public comment. Thank you very much.
Hello, board. My name is Rick Akers. I am a construction full-time safety manager, OSHA outreach trainer, and a two-time, unfortunately, victim of heat illness myself. I want to highlight the urgent need to educate both children and adults about heat-related illnesses, especially as we continue to see rising temperatures, more frequent heat waves, and longer seasons. Heat illness education isn't just health knowledge, it's a life-saving tool. I urge this board to consider how we can integrate this critical topic into our schools and community outreach programs. Thank you.
I'm Katie McCammon. I'm the program director and youth coordinator with 350 Sacramento, a climate justice organization local to Sacramento. Sacramento must protect and adapt against the projected increases in extreme heat that have already caused unjust levels of harm. Let's be more courageous and caring for the sake of youth, our beautiful community, and our ecological future. Thank you.
My name is Dr. Flo Kofer, and I stand before you today as a lifetime Girl Scout and awardee of the Silver and Gold Award, as well as a public health professional and a community organizer. And I am here because I was organized to be here, like many of the other speakers you've already heard from, by Natalie. She is also a student in Sac City Unified, and that's why her project is focused on her own community, which is what we look for in Girl Scouts. Heat illness is something that we can take action to prevent, and one of the core public health principles is prevention. We want to make sure that we are doing things to keep our community safe instead of waiting until they are in crisis to be able to act. I hope that you not only lift up what she said here, but really take seriously her ask to include this in the curriculum to make sure that this is something that's institutionalized so that we have students aware of the symptoms, we have parents aware of the symptoms, we have teachers aware of the symptoms, and we actively have a safety plan in place to make sure that our students are safe when they are in our care in our schools. Thank you.
My name is Justin Sylvia, and I'm a captain and the public information officer for the Sacramento Fire Department, as well as a paramedic. I was asked by a student named Natalie to speak on the heat-related issues. With hotter temperatures and longer, warmer seasons, our community, especially those involved in outdoor activities like sports and working outside, are increasingly at risk for conditions like heat exhaustion and, more importantly, heat stroke. These aren't just uncomfortable experiences. They can be life-threatening. Symptoms can range from headaches and nausea to confusion, fainting, and dangerously high body temperatures. And unfortunately, children are more susceptible than adults. Beyond treatment, prevention must be part of the mission. But the good news is these are entirely preventable.
I'm Nikki Malevsky, president of the Sacramento City Teachers Association. The SCTA board had the opportunity to discuss our support of the heat illness instruction that Natalie Rubio brought before you tonight. So I wanted to let you know that we are in support of that.